everybody, this is Jackie from Bronx Baubles bringing you another exciting video. I am super duper excited because today we're going to be decorating my Christmas tree. And I am not only going to be decorating this gorgeous, look at this, fluffy, pink, soft, and look at this iridescent garland I bought. And there's going to be a whole lot more, so stay with me on this video. I'm going to be decorating this tree with my holiday brooches and my crystal and rhinestone and vintage custom jewelry brooches. And the most exciting thing of all is I'll be decorating with my daughter Sophie. Come on over, Sophie. I had dragged my daughter Sophie to come and help me. We're probably gonna have to do this in more than one shot, knowing my daughter. She's pretty tired, and so am I. We just got back from Newark Museum, and we are just exhausted. But I did want to present my daughter to you. Now, my daughter Sophie has her own YouTube channel, and she's actually a bigger influencer than I could ever be. So, Sophie, tell us about your YouTube channel.
So I do very different content than my mom. So
she does.
My content's more of like vlogs, reaction videos, and I guess now starting to do makeup stuff now. And apparently eating strange foods, because I made a video about rambutan, and apparently that video is doing really well. So I guess I'm also doing strange foods now also.
I promised you that I would be bringing more collaborations with some people, and I had to bring my daughter over. But I'm pretty sure that this is probably going to be done in a few days because I got a lot of brooches. So you know what, Sophie? Let's just get started putting up these brooches because I don't think I have more than like 10, 15 minutes with her. Want to get started?
Yes.
All right, baby.
In addition to my vintage brooch jewelry holiday tree, I'll also be giving you a mini tour, so please stay tuned. And if you like my content, please don't forget to hit subscribe, hit like, and leave me a comment. I've been collecting brooches for over 40 years, and when I was a little girl, I used to find brooches at the yard sales and at thrift stores for like 25 cents and 50 cents each. And I've been collecting them and taking them every single place I've ever lived with me for all this time because I absolutely love brooches. I didn't start wearing my brooches until I got my first job in New York City. Picture this. It was 1991. I worked across the street in a building called the Grace Building from Bryant Park in an office. It was an executive job. And at that time, women weren't allowed to wear pantsuits, at least not in this particular office. And so I had to wear my jackets, my power suits with my big shoulders. They were still reminiscent from the 1980s. And I wore my brooches, and I loved them very much. As the dress codes relaxed in the workforce, I no longer wore my power suits, and I didn't have that thickness in a jacket like I used to wear my brooches. So I had to find a different way to wear them. And so I started to rock my jean jackets full of brooches, especially on the weekends when I used to go back into the city and do my shopping. As a little girl, I was so mesmerized by the sparkling, twinkling rhinestone brooches, especially the Aurora Borealis, and I used to love to pick them up. I would actually save up all my money and buy these brooches instead of probably buying candy. That's how much I love brooches. But as I get older and wiser and my taste changed, so did my acquisition of brooches change. I started to look for more whimsical brooches, ones that were like en tremblant, that flutter in the wind. I also liked the butterfly wings brooches that were in the Victorian era. And I liked anything that had some sort of different look to it, either a little mouse with googly eyes or something that just called out a fun-loving way. And those are the type of brooches I was attracted to for a long time. And then after that, I went after the more modern brooches, the sleeker design like the Art Smith and the Caldor type brooches. But you know what? The truth be told, I love all kinds of brooches, and I will buy anything that's beautiful and gorgeous with sparkles, without, and I still collect them to this day. But it wasn't until recently that I started to collect Christmas tree brooches, because I knew once I got started collecting Christmas brooches, it would be hard for me to stop. And in all honesty, that's exactly what's happening. I am obsessed with the Christmas brooches. The concept for this Christmas tree full of beautiful, fabulous crystal brooches came about many years ago when I used to decorate much smaller trees. They were 12 inches and 24 inches, but this is my first 5-foot tree in baby powder pink candy cane, and I knew the idea to fill it up with brooches was right on point. Let me know what you guys think of it. Putting up these brooches on this beautiful Christmas tree with my daughter Sophie gave me reason to appreciate all that I have, and it gave me a newfound love for these brooches, that some of which I haven't seen in a long time. I hope that you take a look at these brooches and love them, and maybe even spot a few brooches that are in your collection, or aspire to look for them out in the wild. I believe that by creating this amazing Christmas tree and doing this tree with my daughter pays homage to the things that I have. What better way to display brooches than to take them out of their dark places and out of the containers and boxes under the bed and hidden in closets, and putting them on this fabulous tree and letting them know how much I truly appreciate them. And all my guests who come and visit me, and my family get-togethers and gatherings that I have, these brooches bring so much joy to so many people who love to look at them. I think there's no better way to do that than by paying homage to them on this Christmas tree. What do you guys think? By creating this amazing Christmas tree was the best way to pay homage to these brooches. Many of you are curious about my apartment. I'd like to take you on a quick little sneak peek tour of my dining room area. This is where my Christmas tree brooch is. Remember, this is a New York City apartment, so I don't have a whole lot of space. This is a custom-made chair I had of Flaming June. This chair is of Modigliano, and this chair here I call my ugly Frida Kahlo chair. And my absolute favorite chair of all time is this Clement's Kiss chair. And these chairs have been custom-made, and I've had in my home for about 6 years. These chairs were inspired by my love of museums. My favorite chair of all is Flaming June, and she's housed in the Ponce Museum in Puerto Rico, which is my family's home country. This is a toll tray that I got at a thrift store for $3.99 and had all my favorite colors, and that's why I had to pick this up. I call this my ancestor tableau because these lovely ladies are wearing pañuelos or handkerchiefs on their heads, just like my great-grandmother used to wear. This is the first thing you see when you open up my door. I had so much fun putting these flowers together. I've had these vases for over 30 years, and these are dried flowers that I get from Trader Joe's. And those eucalyptus, I put those in my bathrooms, and when they dry up, I stick them in this vase. And I love the color combination of these flowers. Aren't they stunning? I have to find clever ways to house my books, and this is a good tip for you. Place your books underneath a big vase and give it elevation, and at the same time, you have a place to put your books. This candle holder gives out the most gorgeous golden flame. I think because of the back piece of it, which is like a timpani drum, and I always put dripping candles on this candle holder. I found this Tiffany-inspired blue lampshade at a thrift store. I love the way it casts a beautiful shadow on the ceiling. I found this personal altar at an antique shop on Long Island, and there's a real personal story to this altar that I'd like to share with you one day. This is a magnificent Chinese jade, cornelian, rose quartz, nephrite, turquoise, beautiful, beautiful flower vase with the cloisonne base to it. And up above that is a beautiful Buddha that I happen to cover, unfortunately, with some holiday lights just to add some twinkle on that side of the room. Really, really fascinating and beautiful. I found this amazing, magnificent, antique Chinese jade tree with cloisonne base to it at a thrift store for $14.99. I've since brought it out to the moonlight so it can recharge its chakra stones. Elephants are known to bring good luck and fortune into a home, and this guy has brought me wonderful luck. And to the side of him is Ugga Bugga. He loves his Peruvian shaman hats. I just adore him. I love this hand-painted elephant. I actually got him at the home goods store on Long Island. And above him is this quartz, beautiful, just a stunning bouquet. I had to clean each and every one of those petals and leaves and brought it back to life. This guy is super adorable, and he keeps watch of my dining area. And that's why I love him so much. He protects the area with his side mate, Ugga Bugga. I like to light the candles on special occasions, but most of the times I put these fake lights that kind of flicker in the light so that it's safe and doesn't produce as much heat. Growing up in the South Bronx in the 1980s when the Bronx was burning, I found solace in the church, and because of that, I have a love and affection for it. Although I'm not an ultra-religious person at all, I still have that Catholic girl come out when I collect these crucifixes, these rosaries that I seem to gravitate to. I think they're beautiful and stunning. I'm also attracted and fascinated by these tribal artifacts. This one in particular I got at the Metropolitan Opera thrift store in New York City. Look at its lashes, and it has these glass little orbs and this ferocious smile. Something about it I just like. This is the back of my front door where I put a lot of necklaces. A lot of these necklaces are talismans and amulets, and they're designed to make noise so that if an intruder comes in my home, I would hear it. But it's decorated in beautiful, beautiful jewelry and evil eyes to protect me, and Hamza and Chinese artifacts. I just love this door, and people are fascinated when they see it. I hope you had fun watching this video as much as I did putting it together for you guys. Tell me which part of this video is your favorite and why. And let me know if you really like this tree as much as I do. Love you guys. Mwah! Bye.
Hi everybody. I wanted to bring Bad Bunny. She wanted in on this action. She's like, I'm your daughter too. No, actually,
Granddaughter.
I'm your granddaughter, my grandma. And so here is Bad Bunny celebrating the holidays. Hi, man. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Say hi, everybody. She's scared. Bye. Hi, Bad Bunny. Hi, man.